In this YouTube, we're going to learn some things about TubeBuddy and run an experiment. This is my performance channel, and back in 2012, I started documenting this experimental airplane called the Lancer 4. And in case I sold it, I wanted to document how everything was done properly. So I was not putting this up for consumption on YouTube. I was not interested in growing a channel. I was putting up clips randomly. I recorded it and then put them up. This is the name of all of them to begin with. This is from a Sony Handycam, and this is how it labeled it with this number like that. And there's 44 videos in this playlist. It's only gotten 3,675 views. It's gotten 100 views for each video over 10 years. So that's each video's gotten 10 views a year. But I was not caring about how many views it got. I was just documenting something here. There are 44 in here, and you can see how most of them are labeled. At some point, I went through and I decided I was going to put a little explanation, and so you'll see the number and then a description in the title. Now, recently I've gotten interested in learning YouTube and accumulating subscribers and watch time, and you can see down here I started in with some description, and then I just put the number at the end so I could see what that was, so you could follow along, and getting rid of this. So what kind of results this produces, for instance, let's look at this video I used TubeBuddy on yesterday. And it's clip number 21. And these are the statistics from it. And it's already gotten 6 views. Now, this is unusually high. Maybe it's because it's the first one. Watch time's 21 hours. I think 1 subscriber is over the whole channel. One of the things that you can see is there's popularity back here in the early teens, and the airplane was discontinued, so it starts falling off. So this test is going to be interesting to see for an airplane that's not being built anymore, if I can generate interest using TubeBuddy. Let's look at another. This one, I also used a little TubeBuddy. It's number 63. It got 877 views. That's a lot in 15 watch time hours, and it's gotten 1 subscriber in the last 48 hours. So we're looking at since uploaded lifetime. And this is in 2012, and this is 2022. So this is a span of 10 years. 87 views a year. Now let's look at one of these that are more cryptically labeled. This one is just labeled M2U00082. And this is more typical of this kind of labeling. See, it's viewed once in the last 48 hours. That's me. So this is 57 views over 10 years, 8.8 hours watch time. And I'm going to take this video, number 82, and we're going to do some TubeBuddy on it. Let's look at a few more just to get a better feel of this. This is number 96. 45 views over 10 years. I mean, how many people are going to be building a Lancer 4 airplane? This one is number 105. Here we go. 111 views, 1.6 watch time hours. So these that just have these numbers here generally have generated 100 views over 10 years and about an hour of watch time. So let's go to work on one of these and use TubeBuddy. I'm opening up a fresh YouTube page. Here's where all of our YouTube accounts begin. Now I have TubeBuddy Legend. If I search in here, I put Lancer 4. This is what comes up. TubeBuddy is evaluating it for me. This shows a 47. If I put in experimental airplane build, and this one came up 82 out of 100. There's good search volume and very good competition. When I put that in there, you can see what comes up. There's not a lot of Lancer 4. So maybe if I use this experimental airplane build along with these tags, experimental aircraft aviation, flying, I could perhaps generate some interest. I am only going to be seeing those people that type in Lancer 4. And there might be other people out there that are interested in seeing this dude put it together what was going to be a $500,000 aircraft, but is not worth that much anymore because it's not being made, that flies 350 miles an hour. So there might be interest in that. So I would use experimental airplane build with some of these keywords. So I want to stress that if you have TubeBuddy, this icon comes up here, and when you just type in something that you're searching for, TubeBuddy will tell you if that keyword score is good, and it will show you what other people are getting with their views. In fact, I can go view details, and now I can see details about their channel, what tags they're using, when, and how many views. But these aren't the Lancer 4. I could actually add IV, and let's put in there. Now this is good. The search volume 4. Now here's one that I just used TubeBuddy on here. 3.2 thousand, 56,000. See, these are all Lancer 4. Well, what I want to do is use this experimental airplane build and take this Lancer 4 and put it in the description and put it in the keywords. So I'm taking the case that I will have better search volume and the competition won't be so brutal if I use experimental airplane build and then say something about it in the description. Here is my first one. I took clip number 21 and I put experimental airplane build, and I'll show you that in just a second. I've already gotten 6 views in the last 48 hours. Now I don't know what is going to happen to this. As people find out, it's like, well, I don't want to see this. Whereas somebody typing in Lancer 4 is more likely to watch it all the way to the end. Maybe people who type in experimental aircraft build don't want to see the whole thing, but we'll see. I need to do something to the direction of this channel is petering out, and I want to see if I can recover it. It's a 1:19 video. The average view is almost a minute. So maybe people will watch it all the way through just to see what's there and end up seeing the whole thing.